Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Well, I know you guys are just as excited as I am to see what's been coming in for 2025. I just got my first shipment today. I say shipment, I went out to Millie's Hallmark, which is my cornerstone of Department 56 shopping, and was able to pick up a lot of the pre-ordered stuff that came in. Some of it obviously did not come in, and we're anticipating that over the next few weeks. But like every year, this is one of the most favorite and most enjoyable times that I have, is sharing with you what led me to buy what I bought and what I honestly think about it. If it's a good piece, if it's an okay piece, where I think it'd fit best and certainly in my village and perhaps in your village. And so like every year, this year is no different. I'm incredibly excited to share these purchases with you to hopefully help you make a decision whether you want to add them to your collection or not. So with that, let's jump right into the first one, which is a big one for some people, and that is the Hocus Pocus pieces for 2025. Okay, so you have heard me say plenty that I am not a Hocus Pocus fan. I love Disney. You know that to be true. But I can't say the same for Hocus Pocus. And I don't know why it is. It's just, it doesn't do anything for me. It seems very cheesy and very, I don't know. I just don't like it. So don't be offended if you do like it and I don't like it. It's okay to have different tastes. The taste that I went for this year is the house. The house to me is really cool looking. I know it's a real house. I think it's up in Salem, obviously Max's house in Salem. And I thought it was reminiscent of the very first Halloween piece that Department 56 made, and that is the original Haunted Mansion. It has the look of that, and similar with the bay windows and just the way the roof looks, and I don't know, it reminds me an awful lot of that original piece. And so I was like, I absolutely want to get this piece just for that fact alone. And so I got it. And then then the Hocus Pocus, the accessory, that's Max and Dani Trick-or-Treat, which is also incredibly cool. And like I said, if you saw the Monroe Part 2 video, this is probably one of the coolest, well-done accessories I've ever seen Department 56 do. I don't know if this is the new way they're doing them or what, but man, it's you'll see it. It's very, very cool. So if you're going to buy these retail, as you may or may not know, Max and Dani will set you back $45 US. If you're going to buy the Max's house in Salem, that'll set you back $240 US. So not cheap, not inexpensive by any stretch of the imagination. And again, now these are licensed products, so you can see clearly Disney right there on each. So the licensed products are always a little more expensive because you obviously have to pay for the licensing on them. And so understandable to some extent. Now, what I will tell you while we're still looking at the boxes this year are, I don't know if you can see this, they are, oh my gosh, I mean, it's very difficult to do this with one hand, but look at the thickness, if you can, on these boxes. These are like shoe boxes. This is the best box that Department 56 has ever produced, I think. These are, I mean, last year, I think we all know, we were all upset on the boxes. I busted so many boxes. I ripped so many boxes brand new trying to get the original item out of the box. I had it in my hands for no more than 15 seconds and already to rip the box because they were paper thin. That is not the case this year, and every single box is that way. The smallest accessory to the largest house, they've really gone above and beyond with the boxes. So the boxes this year are amazing. The house comes in the big styrofoam, the big, not the old school styrofoam, but the new technology styrofoam that we know and love and appreciate because it doesn't get the white, roly-polies all over the floor, all over your hands, your clothes. So typical stuff there is what you get in the box. Okay, new lighting this year too. We'll talk about that. I'm going to show you first the house without being lit. and then the house being lit. Okay, so this is the house. Now we're going to kind of go through and take a look at it. I'm going to be honest with you on this one. I'm not overly impressed, like at all. I don't know if it was the way it was supposed to be made or something happened. Give me a second. I'm going to pull my chair up here where I can kind of sit and I can get on the same level. Just bear with the camera here. There, that's much better. All right, so as we look at this house, I'm going to try to give you the best detail possible. I've got a light over it and everything else. But if you can see what I can see, and this is trying to to focus really clearly here, it's almost, and maybe this is intentional, I don't know, but it's almost like there's so much paint on it that it's hard to see really any detail. The camera's focused pretty good there. Now the surrounding base, now this is a porcelain house. So the surrounding base, you've got the tree here that I have not taken the liberty to bend into place, but that's obviously in the base there like normal. You've got the pumpkins and the fall leaves, and the paint job around the base is fine. It's not bad, but as you start looking at like all of this stuff here and just there's so much paint, and maybe that's supposed to be the way it's looking. Maybe it's supposed to be there's so much paint on this house. I've never finished the movie, so I couldn't tell you if their house is like that in the movie or not. But especially, let's see if I can focus over here. There's so much detail lost in all of this, and I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be or not. Even back into the house, you can just see it just looks like there's so much paint on it. I don't know. This is the first house I've seen like that. I mean, you can kind of see it even down here. Now, maybe, again, I thought maybe that was supposed to be rock. I don't know, guys. I'm not loving it. That's for sure. I don't know if that was the intention or not. So I got to do a little more research. I mean, it's nice. You know, the fall leaves are beautiful. The roof is nice. It's got the little wind vane up there. It's or the weather vane, which looks incredibly cool. The top of the piece looks incredibly good. I mean, you can kind of see the detail there. I have no complaints there. No complaints at all with the chimney, with the little piece on top. It's just all the paint down here. And again, you can kind of see it on the back too. I don't, maybe this is intentional. Maybe this is the way it's supposed to be, and that's just the way it is. You can see they got a little carried away with the paint down there onto the brickwork. A little carried away with the paint down there on the doorstep at the very bottom onto the stairs. And that's kind of why I think you know, that's where the cord comes out. But still, I mean, you got a little bit of paint and no paint, and then yeah, I don't know if you know who they get to do this stuff, but I mean, maybe this was maybe this guy should be making license plates or something and not painting. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I don't know. I'm not overly impressed with the paint. I mean, you can kind of see it down there at the bottom of the house too. So I don't think it's supposed to be this way. I don't know. Maybe I'll take this one and go back to Millie's and look and see if there's a different one that looks hopefully different than this one. Or maybe, you know, if you have it, you tell me what you think. And maybe this is just the way it is. But I've never really seen a Department 56 porcelain house. I mean, you can hear that is porcelain. That is not resin. To kind of look like that. I know it's incredibly hard to focus on that. I can't really do it, but I mean, you can sort of see what it is that I'm seeing especially if I zoom in a little bit better there. So you can kind of see that. I just don't know that is the way it was meant to be. And maybe I just got a bad one. I didn't check any of the others, so maybe maybe that's what it is. So, all right, let's talk about the lighting. The lighting this year, I absolutely love to a point. And I'll get to that. This is the new light. Okay, it is LED, it is small, this is not metal, it is plastic. You still got to be careful. I think these will still slip right up into the house if you're not careful. That's the, I wish, we could redesign this as we're going forward too. But I do like the light a lot better. It has this power cord, it's USB, so it plugs into a normal outlet. It goes USB-A to USB-C. Well, this one doesn't. This just goes straight into the outlet from a USB-A right into this, and now you turn it on like this. If the light in it is blue on the power button, it means it's off, and then it turns on. It's incredibly bright, and it's orange. It's very warm, and it's hard to pick it up. You can kind of see it glow on the house. It's very bright. The cool part about this light is you can dim it. So if you've got a setting to where you don't want the light to be as bright, you can definitely see the orange there. You can dim it down to kind of suit your mood, or you can step it all the way back up to bright. I say I like it a little bit. I love the light. Don't get me wrong. I love it. The problem is, at least for me, now I haven't done a lot of research. I just got this today. So one of the issues is for me is I, as you guys know, do pretty large villages, and everything is on a timer. Everything is set up on a timer. So when, at 4:30, everything on the Halloween village comes on, especially if this is buried, 3 rows in to a village. At 4:30, the timer kicks on and all of my Halloween decorations come alive. The issue is when I remove this from the power and plug it back in, or in the case of a timer going on or off, you now have to go and find this and push it again to turn it on. Great concept, but I don't know that anybody was asked in the field if this is a good idea or not. This is almost, to me, reminiscent of Lemax, of how you have to power everything down before you shut it down, or you can damage the overpriced plastic that you're paying for. And so this irks me. I'll be honest with you. It irks me a little bit that the light is beautiful. It's great. It's dimmable. But if I have to go find this deep under the table of a village and turn it on every night, I'm probably not going to do that. Just being honest. So I wish a little more thought had gone into that. And, maybe what I will likely do, if that is the case, and I decide to keep this building, is I will go in with a normal LED light bulb on a normal cord that will work with a timer, and do it that way. And that's a shame, because this is a very cool concept. Maybe I haven't read all the I haven't read any of the instructions. So maybe if you press and hold it or something, maybe it turns into that, to where they did think about it, and maybe I'm bashing for no reason. I probably ought to do a little more research before I start down the complaint road. But maybe I don't understand. So there's that. Let me pause the video real quick and put the light in the house so you can see what it looks like lit up. Okay, so there is the house lit up, and then again with the power adapter. Now, I did read the instructions for the power adapter just to make sure I wasn't missing anything, and it doesn't say anything about it. Just says, turn it on, make sure it's plugged in, use the plus to increase the brightness and the minus to decrease the brightness, and unplug it when it's not in use. So I'm pretty sure that means every time the power is cut to this via a timer, that it's not going to come back on again unless you press the power button on the cord itself. So you can see here that it is that it gets dimmer. Maybe you can see it doesn't fully go off, but you can see it gets a little bit dimmer And then obviously it goes, that is about as full bright as it gets. But that is what the house looks like. So from a distance, it looks great. It looks just like what I wanted it to look like on the, on the box and from the website. Looks good on all angles with the lights on. Inside the house, it's got a nice glow all the way up to the upstairs, so you can see that all the way around the side and then all the way through the back. So the light is beautiful. It casts a perfect orange hue, at least in my opinion. I know everybody's always asking me, what would it look like with the lights off? It's going to look exactly like it does with the lights on, except it'll be dark in the room. I'm just kidding. Let's see what it looks like with the lights off. I'm going to make it as dark in here as I can. I'm going to try to do this for every lighted video review going forward because I get asked every year. Alexa, turn off the craft room. Hopefully that didn't destroy your devices at home, and now they're doing all sorts of weird things. I should tell her to turn on the TV and turn off the radio and all kinds of stuff. But that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like with the lights off. Actually, I've got the light on my camera. So there we go. How's that? That looks better. So that's hopefully the look that you're going for. You can see even on the backdrop of how this glows. So the light is very, very powerful inside. As a matter of fact, it's illuminated beautifully. This is a wonderful light. It really, truly is. They've knocked it out of the park with the light itself. I'm going to dim it down so you can see the difference. I just wish it would it would behave when you turn power on and off, and that is not the case. It doesn't appear. So as we dim it down, you'll see slowly, every click of the minus button dims it down a little bit more. So that's as dim as it gets. And the camera picks up on the slightest amount of light. And, for me, it's very dim. It still looks very good. The camera picks up a little more light than what's actually apparent to my eyes. But it's still beautiful even at that level. But then you can see as we increase the brightness back up to the highest, man, it is really, really bright. And to me, that looks just wonderful from a distance. It looks really good. The way the house is lit up is absolutely wonderful. I love the architecture of the house. I love the design of the house. It's not wild about the paint, and I'm not sure that that is the way that is supposed to look. And again, maybe it is. Maybe it's just me, but all in all, I'm going to determine if I'm happy with this one or if I end up taking it back. Let me know in the comments when you receive yours, if you haven't received it already, or if you have received it already. Either way, let me know in the comments what you think about your house and if the paint looks exactly like it does on mine, or if it's totally different. That'll help me to base a better opinion on if I keep this piece or not. I know this series is wildly popular, and obviously for good reason. And I think it'll sell incredibly well. This is a very popular house that I know is visited in the real world many, many thousand times a year by a whole host of fans that follow this. And so there you have it. There's the house. We'll get the lights turned back on. I'll get this swapped out, and we'll take a look at the coordinating accessory. Okay, so here we are with the coordinating accessory, Max and Dani Trick-or-Treat. Now, I told you before that this is a resin piece. It's different, and I don't know how to explain it. I mean, first of all, let's look at her face. Have you ever seen that much detail on any Department 56 piece from an accessory item? I'll be honest, I have not. Look at the clothing that she's wearing and how almost just perfect it is. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, the witch hat, the paint, you've got Max there. I mean, everything from the jacket to the shirt to the pants, the hands, the trick-or-treat bags. move. I mean, you can kind of see that they move. The pumpkin, trying to refocus here. The pumpkin is well done. The ground, I love the ground. You guys know I love the resin, just the way it looks. Her pumpkin has got candy in it, and it moves just like the other one, just not as much. Just the whole, and I'm clearly way in, but everywhere you look, I mean, just at every angle, this piece is practically, it's just perfect. It is the best looking, best painted, most deep. I mean, look at the side of her face just there. I mean, look at her side eye that she's kind of looking up at Max. I mean, that to me is just, I mean, that should tell you everything you need to know right there. This is I mean, her face is just as cute as a button. This is a well done piece, and I don't know that this video does it justice. I think you need to see this piece to understand how cool and how well done it is. This blows as far as detail is concerned. This is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, accessory that Department 56 has ever released. I could give 2 shoots about Hocus Pocus. You guys know that. Don't hate me for it. But you talk about just a couple, you know, walking around Trick-or-Treat Lane or walking around wherever, you know, standing in the front yard, coming off of a sidewalk, however you want to place it, it's going to go incredibly well wherever you put it. This is, to me, this is money well spent. If you're going to spend $45 on an accessory piece for Department 56, this is what it should look like. This is what it should look like. Wait till you see ooh ha 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 from the other. That is not a resin accessory. That is a porcelain accessory, but it's nowhere close to looking like what this looks like. This is hopefully this is their new standard for resin. If it is, I'll buy every accessory they ever put out forever, as long as it looks like this. This is the best I've seen from Department 56 or any. You talk about Lee-Max. If you can find an accessory with this much detail at Lee-Max without having to go and repaint it yourself, leave me a link in the comments. I'll go buy that one too, but I don't think I'll see any links for that, because I mean, this is what you're paying for. This is quality, in my opinion. If you can't tell, I'm happy with this piece. So well done, Department 56. You've knocked it out of the park completely with this one. So so that is Max and Dani. That accompanies Max's house in Salem, which again, I'm still torn and on the fence about. Hey, before we end this video and the review series, let's swing around and look at Manor Row. And let me zoom out a little bit. I put the house just down beside a couple of the other houses. Now, you know, here we go with Max's house in Salem, right? And we can see this, I mean, it's an off-white, very thick off-white paint. And then we move over to old school Grimsley. You know, there's no comparison. There's not, unfortunately, there's just no comparison. And then even better, you move it over to Mordecai, and the quality and the craftsmanship on a piece like this, we're just not seeing that today. Not in this piece, I don't think. And so we'll see. Well, I'll go look at some other pieces. And again, please in the comments let me know if your Max's house in Salem looks like this. Let me know, or if it looks different than this, let me know that too. I'll go swap it out for something a little bit better. So there you have it. Okay, well, hopefully that gives you a closer look at 2 of the Hocus Pocus pieces for this year's 2025 Halloween season from Department 56. We took a look at Max's house in Salem, which I'm on the fence on right now, to be honest with you. I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to look, or If mine is just flawed in some way, shape, or form from a painting perspective. Again, if you have one, if you have seen one, let me know if they all look like that, or if the ones you've seen look like that, and then we'll assess it from that perspective. But then the accessory, Max and Dani Trick-or-Treat, is an absolute knock out of the park, home run, bases loaded, bottom of the ninth, 2 out. They knocked it completely out. It's perfect. It is the best detailed, most clear accessory I've ever seen from Department 56. I'm blown away by the quality of it. And so it's different from any of the others that I've seen, and I don't know really how to describe it, from the paint to the clarity to the detail in it. If you have it, let me know if you agree with me on that aspect of it, or if I'm just overreacting. Or if you haven't seen it, I'm telling you, go get it. You'll never be disappointed. Again, this would fit in any scene, from Trick or Treat Lane to Manor Row to any sort of vignette for Halloween Town or Spooky Town or whatever. It's going to fit perfectly along that genre. So you can't go wrong with that one. Hey, we've got a lot of these coming up, so I'm going to continue to knock them out. I'm going to post one probably every day or two for the next week to get at least my small stash knocked out, with the anticipation of getting some more pieces as they come into Millie's Hallmark. I'm so excited to see the 56 Fright Avenue that I'm just can't contain myself. I think it's going to be an amazing series. At least I hope it is an amazing series. I guess we'll know when we pick up the first piece of that, whenever it is to arrive. But if you've enjoyed this review video, make sure you click the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. It certainly helps me, helps the channel to grow. And if you've got folks out there that are like-minded, that love Halloween as much as you do, even if they don't like Hocus Pocus, get them involved, get them on board, and have them watch these videos so they can partake in our excitement of this season as well. Hey, until we talk again, friends, take care of yourselves. God bless each and every one of you. We'll talk again real soon.